What's up everyone, Starrick here, and I hope you are having a great day. I know I am because round 2 and 3 of the ICS Americas Regional and Team Championship went very well for me. In this video, I will give you my recap of rounds 2 and 3. If you like these videos and want to get notified when these get posted, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, let's first take a look at the standings from last week's race. After winning round 1, I am in first with 16 points, ahead of Kenjo with 12, and Box with 11, followed by Bixen, Beef Hammer, Weedy Cereal, Dewan, Carlos, Ronaveldo, Bearder, Nug, and BK Razy. So let's get into round 2 of the Americas series. First off, qualification, I did really well and got a 32.017, only 17 thousandths or hundredths behind Box, who got a 32.001. And behind me in third place was Bixen, Kenjo, Beef Hammer, and BK Razy, rounding out your top 6. I was pretty happy with this qualification compared to last week's 4th place qualification. Okay, starting off the race here, my goal for the first lap is just to settle behind Box, and I'm able to do that. In the beginning of lap 2 and turn 1, Box goes wide and I'm able to get past him. Beginning of lap 3, Box gets into the back of me a bit, and then Bixen here runs into me a bit, but no big deals, nothing too bad there. By the end of lap 4, you can tell that I'm basically pulling away here, and this is the story for the rest of the race, as I'm able to take a commanding lead and win by about 10 seconds after 28 laps. So looking at the results here, I will say that there was a lot more strategy involved in this race than you might think. I was able to pull away because the drivers behind were just squabbling by themselves when they didn't really need to be squabbling. You know, you really didn't need to be passing anybody until the last few laps, just kind of like how oval racing works in this game. But as you can see, I'm able to just pull away, get them out of my slipstream, and just go for the win. Taking a quick look at the standings after race 2 of the ICAS series, you can see I'm out front in with 31 points, ahead of Kenjo with 24, Box with 20, Bixen, Beef Hammer, Weedy Cereal round out your top 6 after round 2. Now let's take a look at the team championship. First off, the driver point standings after round 1. After a pole, fast lap, and race win, I'm at 17 points, ahead of McVision with 12, Black Rebel with 10, and then Drimit, Polruz, and Stoney round out your top 6 after round 1. And then after round 1, taking a look at the team standings here, Firestone GP, my team, is out front with 22 points, Vision Sim Racing behind, and Blue Competition in 3rd. Looking at qualification, I again take pole with a 32.161 ahead of Bixen and Murray, Drimit, Black Rebel, McVision, Polruz, Stoney, my teammate, is down in 8, Dewan in 9, Carlos and his teammate in 11, with Chris filling out the last spot. Thank you, Chris. Now with those standings in mind, let's get into the race. Starting out the first lap here, my goal was to just stay out in front the whole race, and boy did I do that. This first turn is as close as anyone got to me the whole race. And then fast forward 27 laps and 3 pit stops later, I finished first with a little bit of room to spare. Now, not everyone's race was boring. 2nd through 5th came down to the last lap, so let's take a quick peek at that.
Yeah.
Alright, so on this last lap, we got Drimit, McVision, Bixen, and Polruz here in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. McVision goes wide here, Bixen gets up the inside here on him, and they go too wide up into this long right-hander. McVision's still on the inside. Oh, but McVision goes to the outside, and Bixen and Polruz get to the inside of him, almost 3 wide there. Polruz gets the inside McVision here, and then Bixen also takes advantage of McVision going a little wide there. And that seems to be your finishing order back down here. It's 2nd, Drimit, Polruz 3rd, Bixen 4th, and here McVision, who we were following, in 5th. Qualified 8th. Done with getting 7th place, but After that dominant win, let's take a look at the driver standings. With 2 wins in a row, I take a leap forward ahead of the pack and am now 13 points clear of second. McVision dropped down to third behind his teammate Drummett, who jumped up after a second place finish. Polruz jumped up to fourth ahead of his teammate, and Bixen leaped up ahead of Stoney after a laggy round 1 for him. Then in 8th, DeWan, 9th, Meritopin, 10th, Carlos, 11th, Mastuita, I don't know how to say his name, sorry, and 12th, Patient Zero. In the team championships, Stoney and I extend our lead over Vision Sim Racing by 1 point for a total lead of 3. Close behind them is Blue Competition, followed by Queso y Dulce Racing Team, Passion Racing, and then CM Racing. Moving on to round 3 with the prototypes at Maple Hill Reverse. This race was set up to be a good one with limited passing opportunities, so qualification was very important here. Qualification for the Americas Regional race was deja vu from round 2. I was able to put in a great lap, but Box came in and took pole position. Starting out, I'm able to get up alongside Box, but he turns into me so that I was unable to continue my turn. This resulted in Beef passing me in turn 5. Going into the second to last corner, I get a CCD, putting me squarely back into third. At this point, I thought it was all over, but little did I know, I would hit the barrier on turn 1 and get sent back behind Bixen, Bearder, and Carlos to 6th. The next corner, I'm able to pass Carlos back for 5th. The next lap, I'm able to catch up to Bearder and pass him the same way I did Carlos. As I say at the end of this clip, I'm still within striking distance, so time to buckle down and put in the laps. After catching Bixen on lap 7, I'm able to put a move on him going into the final corner. After Kenjo pits on lap 8 for the undercut, Beefhammer and I pit on lap 10. After the pit stop, I'm able to catch up to Beef and Kenjo. After trying to pass Beef for the rest of the stint, Kenjo and I pit on lap 20, while Beef stays out for 1 more lap. This allows us to undercut Beef and even break his slipstream. After looking for the pass for a couple laps, I'm able to show Kenjo his insight and he gives us space to pass. I did look back at Kenjo's stream, and on his screen, I basically push him out wide for an aggressive pass. This is unfortunately the game we are playing now. Hopefully a future update will fix this POV difference. The next lap, Kenjo gets a CCD allowing me to break away. On lap 30, I get a penalty allowing Beef to enter my slipstream. But luckily I was able to hold on and win the race. Kudos to Beef and Kenjo for a great battle for the last 1.5 stints. Looking at the point standings after round 3 for the American Regional Group B, we can see I'm out front and first, then Kenjo, Bixen, Box, Beef, and Bearder round out your top 6, with Weedy, Serial, DeWan, Carlos, Ronaldo, Bikirizi, and Nug finishing out the 12 drivers. Round 3 was the final round of this group stage. The top 6 from here will be going on to the finals for the last 3 races. Those final 3 races are going to be for all the marbles. I have gotten word that Box will be giving up his spot in the finals to Weedy's Cereal, so let's wish everybody good luck in the finals. For the team championship race, I was able to grab pole and my teammate Stoney was able to qualify 9th. Nothing really happened in lap 1, but after 1 lap, Jermit and I already had broken away into a sizable lead. After 8 laps, I had almost broken away from Jermit, who decided to attempt the undercut to try and catch up by pitting on lap 8. After pitting on lap 10, I pulled a Minardi and didn't wait for one of my tires to be put on, giving me only 80% tires for this stint, and Jermit was able to make the undercut work and catch up. Most of the way through the stint, and Jermit is hanging onto my slipstream. Lap 19, Jermit goes for another undercut. I pit the next lap and was worried that his undercut worked. Luckily, I come out ahead with 1 lap fresher tires. Dermot was able to hang on for a couple laps, but in the end his tires died before mine and he dropped back before the end of the race. Another race win for me. Taking a look at the results here, you can see I got first. Vision Sim Racing's Dermot and McVision go second and third, with Polruz, Meritopin, Bixen, Black Rebel, Dewan, Stoney, Matt Andreas, I don't know his name, Carlos, and then a rando. Taking a look at the Expert Division driver standings after round 3, you can see that I'm out in front by a healthy 18 points with 50, ahead of Dermot with 32, McFizzin at 28, and then Polruz, Black Rebel, Vixen, Meritopin, my teammate Stoney, Dewan, Carlos, Mastuita, and then Patient Zero. Taking a look at the Expert Division team standings, you can see Vision Sim Racing takes the lead with 60 points. My team Firestony GP is right behind with also with 60 points. Then Blue Competition, Queso y Dilce Racing Team, Passion Racing, and then CM Racing. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button if you want to get notified when our next recap video will be, which is planned for after the finale on round 6. With that, we'll see you next time.